boy. How the hell did I do this? There I go. All right. I was looking at my coconut oil. Um, Welcome to my channel. This is Angie, also known as The Light. Hopefully it is enough lighting because I do not want to have a bright light on right now. It's Valentine weekend, so I said, you know what, let me come on here like I do every holiday to motivate y'all to stay away from these narcissists and don't get caught up in a Valentine's Day game because it happens a lot to us. Okay, guys? It's happened to me in the past as well. Welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, I am The Light, also known as Angie. Please like, subscribe, stay a while if you can. Share this video. If you want to make a donation to me, you can do so. So I have a service where if you want to talk to me about zodiacs, if you want to talk to me about narcissism, any situations that you might be in, you can book a phone conversation with me. $15 for 30 minutes, $30 for 1 hour. So how you do it is basically you will make the payment through my Cash App, my Zelle, or my PayPal account. I'm going to put that information in the chat. And once you make your payment, you will email me at neoangie3000@yahoo.com. And you will let me know that you made your payment. If not, please leave your email in the Zelle memo, the PayPal memo, or the Cash App memo where you made your payment through, so that way I can email you. All right. Don't forget to click like when you come in the chat for me. I'm not going to stay on too long tonight, maybe 30 minutes or an hour or so, but I just wanted to come on here and talk about how narcissists breadcrumb you. Okay, and sorry, thirsty as hell. And you know, what made me think about this was I was talking to somebody in my comments, and it's on my video, where I was talking about, a covert narc that I dated years ago. And I've had many people come onto that video and say, "Oh, he wasn't a narcissist. He wasn't a narcissist." And I think that covert narcs are very, very hard to detect. But when you sit back and you think about it, you're like, oh, you put one and two together. And I think that's the reason why, is because they use a lot of the breadcrumbing method, the covert narc, right? But I just realized that the best way that narcissists keep you around is breadcrumbing you. Okay? And breadcrumbing is when someone just does the minimal to keep you around. And if you were raised around narcissists, like myself, I was raised by a narcissist. You know, I had narcissists in my family. You know, so when you're so used to not getting a lot, when you're so used to not having that love, not having that attention, that affection, when somebody comes around and they just sprinkle a little bit of love to you, then take it back. You know, they do good things for you, then take it back. Then when you finally do get that love and affection from the narcissist, you're like, oh my God, wow, they're doing this little bit, okay? And it's because you're used to being treated like shit. So imagine if you grew up in this unstable household. I'm trying to break it down to you how easy it is. And they don't even have to be a narc, okay? Many women, many men do this. They try to keep you around. They don't really want you, okay, like the narcissist. They just need to use you. They don't really want you. But what they'll do is they'll do the very, very minimal, okay? They'll do the smallest little gestures that are going to keep you. And it depends on the person. Like for me, I like to shop. I like money. I like to shop. I like to travel. So it depends on who you are. They're going to customly make this avatar for whoever they need to be to keep you around. So I've had narcissists take me on trips. I've had narcissists pay bills for me, offer me a car, offer me Broadway tickets, or anything. So I hate when people are in my comments talking about, no, narc wouldn't do nice things for you. A narc wouldn't put you on a pedestal. A narc wouldn't put you in the spotlight. Yes, they would. They will do that. If they feel you are high supply and they can use you, a narc will spend $1,000 on you if they know that they're going to be able to swindle 100,000 from you. So don't ever get it twisted that a narc is not breadcrumbing you, or they're not going to give you something to get more back when you think about it. Okay, so a narc will invest money, and then in their head they're like, it's all right, I'm going to get that money back that I spent on them plus more. I've seen it. I've watched it. I've had it done to me. I've had narcs do things for me, and when I look back, I was like, oh shit, I spent way more money on them. They got back what they put in and then some. Okay? So yes, narcs will do good deeds for you. Narcs will take you places, put you around people that can elevate you, or they'll put you around other people who can use you. So don't ever think that, oh, no, they're not going to give me anything. That's not true. That's bullshit. That's BS. So in my video, I was talking about the covert narc. This is an old video. This is from like 3 or 4 years ago that I did. I've had this channel for about 5-6 years now. I think this is the 6th year I've had this channel. And I was talking about how this covert narc, he put me in his magazine. So after I confronted him about him not being supportive of me, because when you're with the narc, it's all about them. So he wanted me to support his music career, but he wasn't supporting me on my poetry career, because at the time I was trying to be a well-known poet. I used to perform poetry, for those of you who don't know. So I get a lot of people on that particular video like, no, he just didn't like you, he wasn't a narcissist. No, this man was a narcissist. You got me about the curse up in here. Yes, no, that person was a narcissist. And they're like, oh no, but he put you in he put you in his magazine. It doesn't matter if he put me in a magazine. He actually made me write my own article to be in his magazine. He didn't automatically put me in his magazine. I had to write my own article for his magazine. And on top of that, when he read my article, he said, wow, you're really intelligent. He insulted me. Wow, you're really intelligent. You wrote this article? You wrote this? Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't know you could write that well. Keep in mind, guys, I'm a poet. Of course I can write well. He's heard me perform my poetry. So you'll have to look for that, where the narc will do good things for you and insult you in the same breath, okay? At the same time, will insult you. Let me see what you just said, because I was yapping away. Let me see your comment. Oh boy, hold on, let me see. Hi, the light. Yeah, they be stringing people along. My ex subscribed magazine for a year. They do a little as possible. They're lazy. They want the partner to exhaust themselves. Exactly. Thank you for this video. We appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. Thank you so much for sharing, and thank you for viewing. But yes, it is an art, okay? Narcissists, it's like an art form. They've been doing this for so long. They've been doing this for so long, so many years, that you don't even see it. And after a while, you're spending your money, you're spending your time. They're living, all of a sudden they living in your house. You're like, how did we get here? It always looks like they're doing in the beginning, and the next thing you know, they're technically living off of you, or you're doing the most. You're doing the most in the friendship or relationship, okay? They don't have to do much to keep you. because they trained you with little bitty gestures, okay? And also what comes with that, um this is how they keep you around, okay? And I know this, and it's not just narcs that do this. This is men and women that do this, okay? So as a woman, I have this happen to me a lot, okay? When it comes to relationships, so they'll just do the most basic, okay, just to keep you around. So say if you are dating somebody, I'm gonna put y'all on to game, because this happens to men too. This doesn't just happen to women, but it does happen to women a lot. And I feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like women fall for it much more than men do. Um, Ladies, it's like, all right, let me give you a perfect example. So I'm gonna give you an example of a friend. So I have this friend. I know she's dating a narc, right? And I'm just sitting back and I'm watching the whole thing unfold. And this happens when in dating all the time. But you have these arguments with the narcissist. You confront them with what they've done, right? And instead of them making it right, what they'll do is they'll go and buy you gifts, or they will not apologize. They're not going to apologize to you. So they're going to offer you sex. They're going to offer you something that you love. They may cook you your favorite dish, or take you to a restaurant, or just do something simple that you like. Because I remember I told you it depends on who you are. So for me, because those particular narcissists know I like nice things, that's how they breadcrumb me. They'll be like, oh, it's all right. I could take Angie to a nice restaurant. She'll be over it. And it worked. It will work. That's breadcrumbing. All right. Because they're not taking accountability of what they've done. And you're like in la la land, like, oh my gosh, they took me to a restaurant. Oh my goodness, they paid a bill. Oh my goodness, they took the thank you so much. They took the I don't know, I went out tonight. I went to like a rooftop, and I know it's Valentine weekend. I was like, oh no, I'm into the browns. I'm into like the neutrals right now. I want to do something different and not wear red. And they'll just, they'll just do these little itty bitty gestures, or like little favors, or little romantic things, just to keep you around. Thank you so much, hun. What should I say? K Michelle, thank you so much. And it's like, it worked. When I think about it, I got swindled. Getting jewelry, getting gifts, getting taken out. And because you've never had that before, whether your mother, hi Lily, your mom or your dad, or friends, or even your last relationship, that maybe that man or woman didn't do anything for you. So you come across a narcissist and it's like, oh my God, they bought me McDonald's. I was just so happy. And you're happy with those little bit of crumbs, not realizing real relationships need stability, maturity, love, sacrifice, respect, honesty. You need more than that. And then the narc is sitting there straight up disrespecting you throughout the entire relationship. Instead of them taking accountability and apologizing for the disgusting things that they're doing, all you do is you fall right back with the little breadcrumbs they come and they sprinkle on you. And it works. And it works. And it works because we're not used to having. And this is why part of my healing process was doing for my damn self. Stop taking money, Angie. Stop taking money from men all the time. Stop letting them take you out. Take yourself out. This is why I keep telling, y'all on the channel, like, yo, you need to start doing for yourself. Go out with your girls. Go out with your boys. Take yourself on dates. Buy yourself nice things, or do nice things for yourself, so that way you are already accustomed to that. So when a narcissist comes along, or somebody who's a player, whoever, you're like, oh, this is nothing to me, sweetheart. I do that for myself. This is nothing. So, I do meet narcissists. I do meet the players, and they're like, oh, she's bougie. No, I'm not bougie. I'm not bougie. There's not going to be anything that you could do for me that I can't do for myself, unless you're a millionaire. Which it says, I'm in so much pain from lifelong narc abuse. Well, I'm sorry that you're in pain, and you have to start somewhere, and you have to start your healing process to release that pain. And all that pain that you're in, you're going to have to take that and turn it into power. You survived. You're not dead. They didn't kill you. You're here for a reason. You're here to share your stories with others. And that's another thing that you have to do when you're healing, is that you have to start sharing your story. When you're speaking the words of the things that you've been through, it's like it empowers you. You're like, damn, I really went through that and I survived and I made it. A lot of us have some really horrific stories about narcissism. When I think about my mom and like getting beat, or me being molested by a narc or things, I'm like, damn, I really went through that. Like, whoa, that's crazy. Like my life, Mary J. Blige. Yes, yes. Mary J. Blige, she went through a lot. And her last husband was definitely a narcissist. Hi, Angie. In the beginning, narcs study your every move so that they know what you like and dislike. They do stuff for you. So, I always say that they study you like a book. Okay, I'm not a narc, but I study people. And it's funny how when you're around so many narcissists, their tactics, you become like that too. And I'm like that. I myself watch every little detail. It doesn't take me long to realize, okay, this person, they're just here to use me. This person is controlling. This person is this. This person is that. I am constantly, even because you grew up in a narcissistic home, you're an empath. An empath use other senses. So when we were children, we didn't know how the day was going to go, because you know how like the narcissists, their habits and their behavior, their moods can change at any moment. So growing up, it's like you got a sixth sense in a sense. It's like you're able to figure out, is this person, you feel their energy first. Okay. And that's another thing, listen to your intuition. But going back to the whole breadcrumbing thing, that's why I say, don't get caught up in what people are doing for you. I'm telling you guys, maybe my laptop will give me some more lighting. Don't get caught up in that, because that's how we prolong these toxic relationships, friendships. I mean, let me tell you something that's really crazy. I have some friends, and I'm not even going to say they're narcissists, but some people don't know how to communicate. Narcissists don't know how to communicate either. Like, I've had narcs, or I've had friends even now who aren't narcissists. Instead of them saying, hey, Angie, I'm wrong, you know what they will do? They'll start sending me photos of like when we were hanging out. And this is what narcs do too. Instead of saying, I'm sorry, I violated you, I did this, I did that, they won't do that. They'll start text messaging you or emailing you photos or places y'all went together to make you feel, to trigger you, to make you feel some kind of way. That shit don't work with me. I don't care how many photos you send me. Like, that's just crazy to me. And it works for some people. It works. It really doesn't work. It works on people emotionally. So I'm going to tell y'all my little Valentine narcissist story. I always have a story for you. And because I don't want y'all to get caught up. Valentine's Day is literally just a day. And me being a spiritual woman, I don't celebrate holidays and stuff like that. Valentine's Day, I like to just harness that energy. I like to see people in love, and I like to take that energy and manifest, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I see people in love, then in my mind, I'm like, okay, one day I can fall in love. Yeah, I'm dating someone right now, but it's not serious like that, because I'm not married yet. It ain't serious until I'm married. Okay? So that's how I look at it. And a lot of us are single, and a lot of us are missing, don't let these worldly holidays get you caught up and make you feel sad, or make you feel some kind of way. I'm going out with my I took one of my friends out because his birthday is on Valentine's Day, but we hung out tonight. So I hung out with a friend tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna hang out with my homegirl, and then Sunday is Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna be by myself. I really don't care. The person I'm dating, we're like, we're kind of on and off, and he's away, he's out of town, and it is what it is. It's just a day. Exactly. Self-love day for you. Exactly. I love that. I bought myself some chocolates. Okay. I did shop, so, and then honestly, Valentine's Day was my mother's birthday as well. So I'm going to just spend Sunday reflecting. My mom would have been 70 years old. My mom passed away 15 years ago. And, that was my best friend. So I'm going to just reflect on her. And that's what I'm going to do. And I hope y'all do something good for yourself, especially if you are single. I hope you do something good for yourself. Get something to eat. Maybe go out. Maybe go out tomorrow instead of Sunday. Maybe stay in the house or stay local and do something for yourself. And I know that it's not easy because I'm dating, but I'm not a married woman, okay? It ain't over till I'm married. So yeah, he took me out to eat before he went out of town, and but it is what it is. I want to be loved every day, not just on Valentine's Day, and that's how y'all should feel too. So please, guys, do not get caught up. The moon is in Pisces, making me all sad. Yeah, water sign. That makes sense. Hey, Sebastian, how are you? But yeah, so I'm gonna tell y'all this crazy Valentine. I'm gonna tell y'all probably two stories about when I had two narcissists in my life over Valentine's Day. All right, so I had this best male friend. I talk about him a lot. All right. Actually, I got my chocolate right here. I'm going to open one of my chocolates now. I'm sure y'all have had this brand before. I can never pronounce it. Ferrero Rocher? Whatever, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These are so good. Okay. So, I used to be good love. Make a phone call with her, y'all. She's amazing. Oh, thank you. Yes, guys. Y'all can book with me. It's funny. I was talking to a client recently, and she was like, damn, I gotta pay you to talk to you. And hey, Fritz, I gotta pay to talk to you. And I'm like, I wish I had someone like me when I was going through my healing process, to talk to. Don't feel no kind of way that you feel like you have to call. I would rather call a stranger than call my family or friends, because when I was going through my healing, it was like, my friends make jokes. They're like, oh, everybody's a narcissist, Angie. When you're going through your healing process, they think you're crazy. They think you're crazy. You're talking about this narcissism stuff. You're talking about spirituality. You're changing. You're removing people out of your life, and they think you're crazy. So I would have rather called someone that I met on YouTube, book with them. And even sometimes your therapist, they're not specialized in narcissism. So no, don't feel no kind of way. If you want to, book me, excuse me, and talk to me, because it's safer. I'd rather talk to someone who has, my experience, and who's been through the things I've been through, basically, spiritually. Exactly. We're dancing under the moon and seeing narcs as demons in 2021. Yes, that's very true. Thank God I haven't really been having any type of narcissist test me lately. But Mercury's in retrograde. If some of you who are into that, I've been having some crazy things happen to me during Mercury retrograde. I can't wait for it to be over. I'll be in Atlanta next weekend, so I'm like, okay, I hope the rough parts are over because I can't take this energy. It's just weird occurrences happening, and I'm ready for the energy to just move on. But at the same time, Mercury retrograde makes you think and be aware, and that's my lessons. I'm learning to be more aware and more grateful of what I have already. And it's just, first world problems. That's all. But yeah, so I'm going to go back to, let me eat my chocolate. Also ready to be, yes, it's too much. Oh my God. It's been crazy. I booked my flight the wrong way, guys. I had to cancel, rebook my flight. I've never done that. I'm 37 years old. I've never booked a flight the wrong way in my life. Okay, this has all happened in 2 weeks. I booked my flight the wrong way. It was crazy. I felt so stupid. Then I go into Poshmark and I order a dress that I need because I'm going away again next month. Do you believe the dress came stained? I said, you gotta be freaking kidding me. This person sent me a dress that's stained. So I had to report them. A big old thing. But Poshmark sided with me. So I don't know if I'm going to keep the dress and just take it to the cleaners or just get my money back. I'm not really sure. Then I blew 2 fuses in my house. So Mercury retrograde also affects, technology. It's just been so much, okay? So I blew 2 fuses. I live in an old house. I have an old fuse box, guys. Not even a new one. We could just click, click, click. It's the circular ones. So I'm up there twisting and turning. It was a mess, okay? I lost power for 6 hours. Okay? So I'm over it. I'm like, what the hell is going on? What is going on? So it was little things like that. I was just like, this is too much. Then you ever subscribe to something, but then you forget to the free subscription, you forget to end the subscription. Child, I checked my account. $50 came out of my account. I said, what is this from? Man, I was so pissed. So it's little things like that that was just irritating me. Then I had 2 people, one person who I haven't spoken to since 2013, contact his ex-girlfriend to get to me and told me to call him. I said, I ain't calling that man. He's not a narcissist, but he's just a shitty friend. You feel me? And it was just so weird. So Mercury retrograde will also bring people from your past back. And I was like, I haven't spoken to this 2021. This guy went through his ex-girlfriend and I haven't seen him since 2013. Looking for me? That was just so weird. That's 9 years, guys. Then another guy I haven't seen, we were just friends. I haven't seen him since 2015. He hit me up too. And I'm like, hey girl, let's hang out. I was like, hi, how you doing? These people will never see me. No. When you grow, you heal, you move on. You can't bring people back from the past, okay? You just can't. You've changed, you've grown, you've healed. It's time to just move forward, okay? So I'm really glad that, I've been through these things for a reason. So during Mercury retrograde, please pay attention because my behind has not been paying attention. I've been screwing up, and is teaching me to be more aware. And that I have changed, because if not, the old me would have been like, oh yeah, let's hang out. I don't need these people. I'm very happy with the friends I have. But anyway, going back to the breadcrumbing and Valentine's Day. I don't think I've ever told this story on my channel, but I think it's funny. Hold on a minute. I'm checking my messages real quick. Okay, there we go. So I had this best friend at the time, right? So this boy was crazy, guys, okay? So he said to me, at the time he lived in North Carolina, I believe. Either North or South Carolina, one of them. And keep in mind, the narc, best friend or friends or whatever, I'm sure you have experienced this, they would treat you like they your lover. And he was in this phase. This is when he was in that phase of trying to treat me like he was my man. But keep in mind, he was gay. So it was all weird. It was weird, guys. I'm sorry to eat and drink in front of y'all. But I didn't eat dinner, so y'all gonna have to deal with it. So he said to me, and keep in mind, Mother's Day. Valentine's Day is my mother's birthday. So it's always been important to me to do something to celebrate or whatever the case is. New Year's Eve, she passed away. Valentine's Day is my mother's birthday. So I said to him, I said, look, and it was funny. His mother's birthday was Valentine's Day. It was just weird. We had a lot in common. This narc and I, there was a lot of similarities. His brother's birthday and my birthday was the same, and his mother's birthday and my mother's birthday was the same. Isn't that crazy, guys? Anyway, so he said to me, you know what? I'm going to come to New York, and I'm going to make sure you have the best Valentine's Day. So the first thing he did was, I think he sent me a necklace. I think that's what it was. I think he sent me a necklace that had our names on it. Keep in mind, I told you, this is what the narc will do to keep you in. He was trying to treat me like he was my man. So he sent me it was real sterling silver necklace. And it had a jewelry box with it, right? They're so loving to your face. Exactly. I love it. I feel it's like listening to a friend. So he sent me this or whatever. He gave me this. And then he said, well, I'm coming to New York. I'm going to take you to dinner. He said, after work, I'm going to fly to New York. I'm going to take you to dinner. I'm going to take you shopping. All this. And I'm like, oh, keep in mind, I told you, the narcs will study you. Keep in mind, I'm a Leo. Leo, we love luxury. We love nice restaurants. We like nice clothes. They will study you. If they feel you a high supply, they will invest to keep you around. They will, basically, the narc will invest money and time in you to abuse you. So stop thinking just because someone's spending money on you or being nice to you or putting you in the spotlight, that means that they love you. No. There are billionaires. Do you know there are billionaires? What was his name? Epstein? Whatever the hell his name was. All those people he had around him, all the billions of dollars he had, but he still was abusing people, raping people, molesting people, had a whole island with pedophiles on it. Haven't we learned from these people? Come on now. But anyway, so he gets off of work, he flies to New York, guys. He comes to my house. He, I think at the time he stayed at my house. So he stayed at my house. He bought us matching outfits, guys. Okay. We had matching outfits. Like we was a couple. Okay. This is what the narc will do. Keep in mind, he was gay. And this is why people were like so confused, because they were like, wait a minute, this is your best friend and he's gay and he's doing all this for you? Yes. When you are high supply, the narcissist will invest in you, will do all these things to keep you in their life. Okay? So we have matching outfits. We go all the way to Manhattan. We eat dinner, all of that. Even after we were leaving, one of the waitresses from the restaurant was like, oh, are y'all together? Because she probably was so confused, looking like, this guy looks gay. What is he doing? They matching and everything like that. So she probably was like, is this woman dating a gay guy? Guys, it was crazy. My life was crazy back then. So I said, no, this is my best friend. He flew all the way here and, to take me out for Valentine's Day. She was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. I wish I had a best friend like you. So the next day, he took me to the mall. He took me to the mall. He said, "Get anything you want." I got anything I want. We went to eat, and after that, we went to the casino. Now, when we got to the casino, that's when the Ike and Tina shit happened, guys. That's when me and him got into an argument because he kept going to the bathroom to get on the phone. And then he kept saying, "Well, I'm going to go to Brooklyn later." And I said, "How you come to New York? You keep going on the phone. What is going on with you? What are you doing?" And it was so confusing to me. Like, if you're hanging out with a friend or you're hanging out with a lover or whoever, you're going to be like, "Yo, why you keep walking away? You're on your phone." He was looking suspect. So, he kept going on the phone, kept going to the bathroom, and then we got into a huge argument once we left the casino. And to the point we were almost gonna physically we were almost, this was crazy, guys. These friendships with narcissists are crazy. To the point we almost got into a physical altercation outside of the casino. Okay? So, whatever. We got into that argument, and he was just like, "Oh, please, you'll be fine. I'll just buy you something tomorrow." You see, guys, this is what they do. They're not gonna change their behavior. He knew at that time that is what kept me quiet. He knew I can mistreat Angie. I can talk to her any kind of way, and it's okay because she basically will just be all right if I just spend money on her, take her out to eat, buy her things, you know? So it did work, you know what I'm saying? But I was pissed. I was so pissed who would bribe me with gifts and food. I was so pissed. So he leaves. He flies back home because he only stayed for 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I believe it was like that. Well, it was either Friday to Monday. So, guys, you're not going to believe this story. He flies home. I'm going to say that might have been, let's say he left on Sunday. Hey, Egypt. Thank you, hon. Let's say he left on Sunday night. Yes, he left on Sunday night. So he left on Sunday. I get on Facebook, and I'm going to say maybe about a Tuesday or a Wednesday of that same week, guy, because Sunday is the first day of the week. That Sunday, do you know he was in New York? He was in New York. He checked in. For those of you who don't know what check-in is when you at an establishment and then you go on social media and you mark your location. Okay? He checked in at my favorite restaurant in Brooklyn. It's a restaurant in Brooklyn called Sea Thai restaurant. Okay, so if you're ever in New York, go to Brooklyn, Sea Thai restaurant. This Thai food is amazing. I love Asian food, okay? Anyway, this man left on Sunday and was back in New York and didn't tell me. Who does that? Like, and then was at the restaurant I told him about. So imagine that's your best friend. They just left you on Sunday, and then they're back in town, and they didn't tell you. It was just so weird. Hey, Nicole. Girl, you're gonna have to watch the beginning of the video to know how I'm doing. It's a lot going on. So I said, wait a minute, what? So it was weird because his uncle calls me, and his uncle goes, "Hey," I almost said his name. I would say his name was Jay. "Hey, is Jay with you? I just saw on Facebook that he's in New York." I said, "No." He said, "That's weird, because he's telling his whole family he's staying with you." I said, "He's not with me." Man, you crossed my mind. So glad to see you live, hun. Oh, thank you. Oh, I hope you know, you was thinking good things. But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just got a lot going on, and hopefully this will keep smooth out everything that's going on right now. So yeah, it was very, very shady, like I was saying. I could not believe that he did that. And I was just like, hey, Shar, oh, wow, you made it, huh? It was just weird to me because I was just like, who does that? So when I finally got in touch with him, because he was avoiding me, he wouldn't answer my texts, he wouldn't answer my calls. If I made a comment on, yes, yeah, you missed it, Egypt. You just spoke about the retrograde. Yes, I'm going through a lot of BS because of the retrograde, and yeah, I'm trying to keep it together, but it's a lot going on. I even end up having going to the doctor. It was crazy, but I'm fine. I ain't got nothing or anything like that. But I had to check up on myself because I was like, what is going on with me? What's going on? But I had a checkup yesterday. I'm alright. Whatever. It was nothing too crazy. So I was just like, what is this? So could you imagine, guys, you're best friends with somebody, they just left your house Sunday, and then 2 days later they're back in New York, and then you're like calling them and texting them, they're avoiding you and they're ignoring you, and they're at your favorite restaurant that you told them about, and you're like, wait, what the hell is going on? It was just the weirdest thing. So when I called him and he finally answered my call, I said, well, your family thinks you're with me. You're not with me. You need to tell your family. And I knew it was something going on. There was something weird going on. And not that anyone owes me anything. No one owes me anything. But if you're claiming to be super close to someone, you're claiming that this person is your best friend, what is their secret? What is the secret that you flew back in? But guys, let me just go to the end of the story, because y'all probably like, what's the point? What had happened was, this narc was crazy, okay? What had happened was, okay, so he spent money to come into New York because he needed to keep me as supply, right? But he didn't want to let me know that he was meeting up with a guy. So he came back into New York because he swindled some money out of a guy that he met online. And that's the reason why he was back in New York. So he had to post. So when he was in New York a few days before with me, he didn't post anything on his social media, or he blocked the guy from seeing that he was in New York. So he probably forgot to block me from seeing what he was doing. You get it? Because on Facebook, you can hide things to where people can't see your information. Like I had one guy, he forgot to block. He blocked me on certain things, but he didn't block me from seeing his tag info, and that's how I found out the man was having a baby, girl. He was having a baby. He messed up. He blocked me from seeing the stuff he would post with his girlfriend, because I didn't know that this particular narc had a girlfriend. But that's another story. But I'm just saying. So be careful, because you can mute people, you can block people on social media from them not seeing certain things. And that's what happened. So he didn't want me to know that he swindled money out of some guy he was meeting in New York to link up with, or whatever the case is. And it was just so shady. So when I finally spoke to him, I said, so let me ask you something. At that time, I think he was living in South Carolina. I said, let me ask you something. If I came to South Carolina and I didn't tell you, how would you feel about that? What would you do? He said, oh, I would kill you. Don't ever come in my state and not tell me you're in my state. Every time you come in my state, you have to see me. So you see how crazy these narcs are? They feel very entitled to you. They're controlling. All right. This guy was a Scorpio, by the way. So keep in mind, yes, the way I just dropped my foot. Keep in mind, yes, when it comes to signs, it's like the narcissism heightens that particular zodiac. Okay. So he's a Scorpio. Scorpio represents death and destruction. Not saying that y'all all represent death who are Scorpios, but that is what y'all represent. So Keep in mind, I was dealing with a extra crazy Scorpio. All right, because of his narcissism, him being a sociopath, whatever. That's what he told me. He said, "I would kill you if you ever try what I did. You come to South Carolina and you not tell me who you were with and what you were doing, and you step foot. Oh yeah, you can't do what I do." That's what he told me straight up. Hey Ashley, hey girly, this is off the topic, but your videos have really helped me to heal a lot. I live in a household with a narc grandmother and a covert narc codependent mother. Oh my gosh, my father is recently deceased. Well, I just want to say I'm giving you my regards. That your father passed, and I'm going to be praying for you that you're able to get the hell out that house, because I tell you, living with a narcissist will take years off of you. You look up and it's like you don't accomplish anything. You're stressed. Your health is off. Your mind is off. So I'm going to be praying that you're able to move out soon, honey, okay? And I'm glad that I've helped you in some kind of way. I like when people tell me that, because I feel like, good, I'm not doing this in vain, you know? Why y'all let me eat this chocolate, guys? I should be eating this chocolate. My face has actually been looking pretty good. But yeah, so that guy was crazy, guys. So that was my little Valentine story. The narcissist did too much. Oh my god. They did too much. I'm telling you, this guy was crazy. It didn't make any sense. He could have just told me that he was coming back to New York a few days later. Oh, thank you, Lily. I hope so. I really hope so. I think even though I don't come on here more, I think I talk to y'all more than I talk to my friends. Believe it or not, I'm very distant from people. Because you know what? Most people are draining. Most people are very draining. They always want to take from you. So I'm very particular. I'm married to a narc, and my father was a narc. Oh, so do you plan on getting divorced in 2021? I hope so. Or do you have young children? What is making you stay? That's the question. I know it's not easy. It can take years for people to let go of these narcs. I'm trying to get out now. All right. It's money. Okay. Well, I pray for you too, Lisa, that you're able to get out of that. And also, my suggestion is try not to give too much details. Try not to give too many details of like when you leave and stuff like that. You know, I don't like to use that term, but it's like, would you tell the boogeyman where you're going next, or where you're going to be sleeping? You know, a lot of times people say, well, I'm leaving you and I'm going to be staying here, and don't give them no details. Don't give them too many details, you know, basically. But I really pray before the end of this year, you are out of there. Because it's not really a marriage. I have boxes all over the house too. Too late. Okay. All right. I know people who left narcs and they didn't let them know where they lived for a while. They didn't let them know. So try to not give them your new address when you leave. If you can. If you don't have young children. Try to get somebody in the middle. If you have children that they have to see them. These people, they crazy. You know what? My dad and mom are narcissists, and I got out at 16. Oh, wow. Whew. Damn, that's really young. I didn't know that, Egypt. That's young. And to have a mom and a dad as a narc, I couldn't picture that. I don't know how you did it. And I'm glad you survived and you got out of that. Because I don't think I would have been able to. So, yes, if Egypt made it out, y'all all can make it out too. But yes, these narcs around, you moved to LA after graduating. You still in LA? And both your parents are narcs? Wow. Damn. That's crazy. I don't know a lot of narc couples. Oh, you're in New York now. Okay, okay. Like me. Yes, I'm still here. um, but these narcs are their trip and they're crazy and you have no contact. Good. Their trip, they're crazy and we can't fall for the breadcrumbs anymore. Um, but when I think back, I never had a good Valentine's with a narc. Never. It was always some BS. Let's see what you said. My narc girlfriend is a Scorpio as well. I am a Leo. I'm a Leo too. And she was a complete narcissist and she cheated on me. But she also told me I want to be with a guy who's loyal to. Oh, of course. Narcs love loyal people. Good. You've been no contact. That's good. I'm proud of y'all who go no contact with these narcissists. It's not easy at all. You know, I have a friend who's going back and forth with a narc, and she's like, "Oh, but he's acting good now. We're good. We're good." I said, "Girl, it's about to get worse." Every time I always say this, every time you go back to the narc, every time you talk to the narc, it gets worse. And you're a Scorpio, and your husband is a Leo. Lord, a Leo narcissist. Well, they call us narcissists, you know. And I think that's a tough one too when you're around a narcissist who's a Leo, because you know, believe it or not, us narcissists we have us Leos have narcissistic tendencies because we put ourselves first. So you know, I'm not calling myself a narc, but I'm just saying that a Leo will put themselves first before anybody. So yes, I agree with that. Wow, Leo and Scorpio. That's like the guy that I date. His dad is a Scorpio and his mom is a Leo. But his dad is more like the pushover. His dad is more introverted and then his mom is the extroverted one. That was crazy cuz that best friend that I had who was a Scorpio, we almost killed each other. Oh, yes, I forgot to tell you. I think I just rubbed off my eyeliner. I forgot to tell you that I had this tattoo over here that was it had like a Scorpio symbol because the narc ex best friend, he was a Scorpio, so I finally got the cover up. I still have to get some work done on it because I can still see some of the lettering, but I finally got rid of that tattoo. He had a Leo symbol on his stomach and he covered it up with a sun. He did it like maybe like a year after we had got it done, but I kept mine for years. This tattoo was probably like maybe like almost 10 years old, but I finally got it covered. It was a long journey and it felt good because I got tired of looking at it. I didn't want to cover it at first because I didn't want to feel like I regretted the experience. But after a while, I said, you know what? I'm healed. I'm over it. It's time to just let it go. Now, what you say? We fought a lot. It was so draining. But when he cheated, it was like a gift that set me free. Exactly. And they don't care. These narcs will just go and find somebody else. They'll find a replacement or whoever is so close to them at the time. That's who they'll go with, basically. You know? But I don't want y'all guys to be depressed. I'm gonna get off in 6 minutes. I only want to stay on here for an hour. I don't want y'all to be depressed for Valentine's weekend. So please, like I said, do something with yourself. Does anybody have any questions for me that I can answer quickly before I get off? If you want to make a donation to me, you can do so. If you want to book with me, what you got to do is you make the payment and then leave your email in the Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal memo so I can contact you because I don't give a phone number out. Or you'll have to email me and let me know that you made your payment so that way I can set up a date with you to when you want to have your conversation. So it's $15 for 30 minutes, $30 for 1 hour. I need to get some what you call it? I need to get some Zodiac videos out. That's what I need to do. I'll probably do that sometime this weekend or next week. I need to get some more Zodiac videos out. But does anybody have any questions before I jump off? Let's see. Thank you for the shout out. You made me realize I wasn't crazy. Any tips for living with the narc grandmother? Don't feed into their shit every day. That's what got me through when I was living with my my narc grandmother. Like, you know how they'll throw insults at you, and I would stay out the house a lot. So go to work, go to friends, sleep out if they don't mind you sleeping out. Try to find hideaway places if you can. That's what like will calm down your anxiety of being around them. You're welcome, Egypt. Thank you. Yes, happy Valentine's Day to you too. Talk to you later, Egypt. But yeah, so when they throw those digs at you, like my not grandmother used to say, "Oh, you so ugly, you so fat." I say, "You know what? You're right. I sure am." They hate that. Give them, don't give them any type of leeway that they're getting to you. Keep it business wise. Keep it cordial. Don't show that they're getting to you. That was really what kept me going until she died, basically. I stayed in my room a lot. You know, I came home when they was asleep. I pretty much avoid them. But don't give them any energy that they don't need, because they feed off of your anger, your sadness. Once they see that they're getting to you, then they're gonna keep on with it. Okay, let me write my information in the chat. Okay, so donations and combos. Oh, hold on a minute. And conversation booking. I also will put it in the description when I get off of here. So my Cash App is the light 777. I don't mind if it's a $5, $10. I don't care what it is. You know, it takes a lot to give energy. But I have Zelle and I have PayPal, and that's Neoangie 3000 at yahoo.com. So remember, when you make your payment, when you're booking a conversation with me, please leave your email or email me at Neoangie3000 and let me know that you sent your payment. Okay, guys? Let's see. All right, let me see. Did anybody else saying anything? As a Leo, I am very introverted guy and an empath. Scorpios are aggressive, have a high sex drive, and short-tempered. Yeah, that is true. Is that no, that's not what's his name in your profile. Have a great weekend, K Michelle. Everybody have a good Valentine weekend and stay narc free, and please do not answer these narcs. Don't fall into their bed. Don't fall into their traps, because they might come for you and try you, okay? But yeah, if you are introverted, Leo, a Scorpio would be way too much for you. I like Scorpios regardless of the horrible experiences that I've had with a few of them. And that's because I'm an intense person, and I feel Scorpios are intense. and I feel I love hard, and I feel Scorpios love hard too, and we don't trust easily. Keep in mind, my moon sign is Scorpio. So I'm a Leo sun, but my moon sign is Scorpio. So that means my emotions are like Scorpio. So I love intensely, and I want someone to love me intensely as well. I don't like the dry kind of love. I don't like no, yeah, I love you. No, I need to feel that. I need you to love me, love my soul as well. And I feel that that's how Scorpios and Leos, we don't love often, but when we do, we love hard. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to get off. Thank you so much for chiming in. I'm probably going to do some zodiac videos next. But please don't let people breadcrumb you into keeping you in their life so they can abuse you. Don't fall for the tricks. And exactly, we don't like no lukewarm love. I don't like no lukewarm love. No, I need it all or not at all. It has to be all. I don't want it at all. But thank you so much. Please donate if you can. I don't care if it's $5 or $10. Donate and book those conversations if you feel you need some help getting through your healing journey, or you need someone to vent to. I am here for you guys. Love you guys. Mwah.